Door shut, so I guess there's no special guest today.
Yep.
Okay.
It's me and you, brother.
Alright.
Yada,
Yada yada.
yada, yada.
Saddle up.
Like, do you ever, I mean, I've known you a long time.
Mhm.
Do you ever get, like, pissed? Like, I've never seen you, like, pissed. Like, where you, like, bang shit and throws, like, when you get,
So,
because you really don't. You
Yeah.
understand where I'm coming
yeah,
from,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
I have a very
you
long,
have a lot of patience.
I have a lot of patience and a lot of control.
Yeah.
And when I say control, like I feel comfortable in a tough situation that I can like persuade in it, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I think that helps
Yeah.
me not get mad.
Right.
Because frustration is when you have nothing left, right? And then you start.
Yeah.
But I do get there. I've been there.
It's rare.
It's rare.
It's rare
You
because
don't
there are
wanna see
even
it.
there are even times where I do something like I fuck up and I'm like, oh man, he's gonna be pissed.
Hmm.
Like he's gonna be pissed at me about
Yeah.
this. And then I call you and you're so calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so calm.
Yeah. A handful of people have seen me like that. Mario's seen me like that.
Okay.
My wife,
Yeah.
Nicole has obviously seen me
Yeah.
like that in a few instances.
Yeah.
Nicole Schwartz has seen me like that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
not many. Not many have seen me lose it,
Right.
and you don't want to.
Right.
I'm a gorilla. So like once it's lost,
It's hard to get back.
it's hard to get back and it's dangerous. Which is also probably some of the reason why I don't
Right.
have to flail around too, is because I'm
Yeah.
bigger than most people, I'm stronger than most people.
And then
When
when that does happen, do you look back and you're like, shit? Like, do you feel bad about it?
Depends on the circumstance. So like
Right.
there's definitely times where I've been like, I wish I kept my composure, and I was embarrassed. Like
Right,
I was
right,
embarrassed
yeah.
because like I let the gorilla out of the cage,
Right.
and it's not the person I like to portray.
Yeah.
I like to portray a person in full control. So like that, But then there were times where like letting him out was,
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Right.
You
Okay.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be like that at the bowling alley.
At the bowling, okay.
Yeah, bowling is a big deal in my family.
Mm-hmm.
It's where I met my wife,
Okay.
my grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
Grandma Josie and Grandpa Tony
Okay.
bowled at Comac
Okay.
Vets. My parents bowled there.
Mm-hmm.
It's where I met my wife. My wife's parents met there,
Okay.
like me and my wife did.
Yeah.
So we bowled there for, I don't know, 10 years until the fourth kid,
Mm-hmm.
third or fourth kid, and then it was too much. It's too much right now for us.
When
to
is
bowl.
composure lost in a bowling alley?
Yeah, so it was embarrassing, and my dad was the one that like pointed out someone else losing their shit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "See that guy over there?" And I was like, "Yeah, he looks like an idiot." And my
Mhm.
dad's like, "Yeah, you look like that all the time."
Oh, you were doing that all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, like you're losing and you're pouting.
yeah.
That's
If I-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I threw a bad ball, if I missed a spare, if I
Mhm.
got a 10 pin,
Mm-hmm.
it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
There is something special about stoicism.
Yeah,
That.
so I will tell you that my average went up like 20 pins. When
Okay,
it's-
that sounds
when
good.
I,
Is that good?
It's amazing.
Okay. Okay.
When not that I stopped caring,
Uh-huh.
but when I learned how to have some poise
Right.
and some control,
Mm-hmm.
it's an unbelievable game, bowling.
Is it?
Yeah, being in a bowling league is a lot like life. Like there's a lot to navigate. There's a lot of emotions. It really is an amazing thing.
Okay.
So I tell people all the time, like
Your life
I'm
lessons will come from
bored,
bowling.
or I need something to do. I tell them right away, join a bowling league. Just join a bowling league. You'll make friends for life.
Okay.
There's a camaraderie.
Okay.
It's competitive. It's a
Mhm.
team sport, but you're also up there alone. So
Mhm.
you got to make big shots sometimes by yourself for your team.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to it. There
Okay.
really is, and yeah, it's been in my family forever. So it was my dad, my wife, and my father-in-law for a long time. The four of
Okay.
us
As a team.
as a team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but my mom was on a team.
Mhm.
You know, my brother-in-law bowls on a team. My sister Jenny was on a team. So it was always like
Yeah.
a family gathering.
I never got into bowling. I mean, I was in a league with Mario, and you know.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, for one
It was pretty good.
1 or 2 seasons. He's very
Yeah.
good, but like it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I can see how it's special
Yeah,
when it's a whole family dynamic.
yeah. One of the
You know.
best moments. One of my best moments was watching my dad bowl 300.
Nice.
Yeah, he
Nice.
bowled 2. The first one I was a little kid.
Right.
It was like 1984,
Okay.
and then we got back into it. I think he bowled it in 2013,
Okay.
and that was one of the best moments because
sure.
yeah, like
Because it's especially since it's a family thing. Like everybody participates. You understand the depth of it.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, it gets very competitive.
Yeah.
You're looking at the standings every
Yeah.
week.
Our family's thing is shouting.
Yeah,
We get in a big room and we should yell at each other.
right. About anything.
Right.
About
Right.
anything.
Right. And I'm the champion.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you are. Yeah, and then I spoke to Hunky Tony before.
Okay.
All
Okay.
Yeah, Hunky, and this was a big revelation for me.
Okay.
And I had no idea. So the papier-mâché, right? It's one of my favorite parts. I was cracking up today.
Mhm.
Cracking up.
Over.
Yeah, so you're telling this story last week,
Yeah.
and I thought this was a story from like 30 years ago.
Right.
That's when I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was.
Like 2 months ago.
Yes!
Right.
The way you told it,
Mm-hmm.
it was like when you guys were kids.
Right. No, a couple months ago.
So I
Couple
was
months
like,
ago, I met
and then he
papier
told
mâché.
me who it was, and I was like, yes! Now I know, I know the name.
Right.
You said the name to me
Right.
plenty of times.
Right. You saw the face actually.
I never,
Right.
I didn't put that together.
Right. Because I showed you the ammonia video.
I did not. Yes.
That's
I know.
That's Loren. That's
Pap-
papier mâché.
I know.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Right.
I
Yeah.
thought Loren
Right.
was like.
It's not quotes. That's her actual name.
Sorry. From like high school. I thought
Right.
it was like a high school story.
Right.
Because
No.
the way you guys told it,
Yeah.
I was like left out.
Okay. Yeah.
It was
Right.
like you and Hunky Tony, and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this must be someone from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because the episodes,
They're
season
old.
3,
Right. You would think it'd be of that time.
I'm thinking it's 1984.
No. No, we're still permanently stuck in the 90s. That's the problem.
So,
So, yeah, I'm
But
telling him
he's-
the story, and he's
and
like,
he
that's
said-
papier mâché. Yeah,
that's
that's
what
he
he
did
said.
it.
He is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
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 That's,
And you know what he did with a finger snap? He goes, that's papier mâché.
the Hunky Tony finger snap. He is unbelievable. So I'm on the phone with him, and
Mhm.
we're laughing about papier mache.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I said something like, man, that must have been a long time ago. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
It was a couple of months ago. And I'm like, and
Yeah.
then I was like, I'm at the ball field watching my son play baseball. I'm on the phone with Hunky Tony, you know, being a great father.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I was like, holy, and then it clicked in my head, Loren.
Loren. The
Got it.
ammonia Loren.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just want to make
Yeah.
sure we're clear on that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm clear on it.
I was not clear on
Yeah,
it.
so we, it was, what, I don't know, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Is that right? 2 months
Yeah,
ago?
but
Whatever,
the way you told the story,
Yeah,
it was like it was 30
yeah,
years
like
ago.
like we've been telling the story back and forth for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. She, our tension was from my terrible driving,
Yeah.
and I can't argue with her.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, yeah, she'll never get in a car with me.
Yeah. Yeah, like what about your driving concerned her? Like your inability to pay attention?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an ADHD case. I don't drive straight.
Right.
I have a very expensive car that keeps me in the lane,
Yep.
but I'm a sober person that looks like they're driving drunk.
Right.
I've been pulled over before going, what's wrong with you? And then literally, my answer was, I'm a terrible driver.
Yeah.
And it got me out of a ticket.
What
So.
is But you don't drive fast.
No, here,
You're not a fast driver.
if I have a passenger, I'm driving drive like a grandpa because I'm telling a story.
Right.
If you're in a car with me, I got something to say.
Yeah.
There's a topic, we're
Right.
talking.
Yeah.
So like it'll go from me going above the speed limit, like 30 above, to 30 below
Right.
in a moment because you know what that reminds me of? And I'll start telling the story and we're talking
Yeah.
and all of a sudden like, you know, you're doing 12.
Right. On the expressway.
Right. Hey, let me finish.
Yeah. Don't interrupt. Yeah.
So
I told you that time I was next to you.
Yeah.
I was in shock.
Mhm.
I was in shock. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like I was literally like, oh shit, I'm heading west on Jericho,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh shit, it's Peter.
Mhm.
And I pull up next to you, and sure enough, you're in the right lane, I'm in the left lane, and sure enough, it's you. And I'm honking, and I'm waving, and I'm honking, and you're just,
Laser focus.
dude, I mean, it's unreal. I think I called you, and you were just,
Right.
nothing. And then I just sped away.
Yeah.
And I called you, I was like, yeah, I just saw you in the car. And you're like, oh, you did? Why didn't you stop me?
I'm unstoppable.
You were
That's what-
unstoppable. I couldn't
yeah.
believe it. I'm honking like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been told I'm one of the worst drivers. Yeah.
It's just your inability to pay attention.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I saw you on the way here.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, how to do?
Yeah. You were all right. There was a cop.
Okay.
There was a cop next. Did you see the cop?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a cop. You were in the right lane. He was in the left lane.
I'm one of the people that needs to spend more for a vehicle. I need all the safety features that
Right.
keep me alive.
Right.
You know, like the thing will stop on its own. You
Really?
know? Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It saved me a few times.
Yeah. So that's what
Yeah.
you need.
I need
It
that.
keeps you in the lane. Like
Yeah, well, yeah,
beeps.
it nudges you back in the lane.
Oh, it nudges.
Yeah, so I can
Some
let go.
cars just beep.
No, I can let go of the steering wheel. It'll
And
push,
it nudge.
It'll push me back in.
Wow.
It keeps me. It finds the lane and
Yeah.
keeps me in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you need.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, and that was the beginning of the end of me and Loren. Was we drove to East Meadow because I forgot something, and then the next day she goes, "I will never get in a car where you're driving ever again." I started laughing and I started telling a joke. She goes, "You're not taking this seriously." And I go, "I'm not taking anything you're saying seriously." That was our last conversation.
What
What
did
am I gonna do?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Come on.
Like, yeah, this is.
Yeah.
What was the last car you had?
Before this,
Yeah.
I had Mario's Yukon Denali.
What did you do with that?
I traded in for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That
I've
was
owned
nice.
4 cars from Mario Carbonaro.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go
Yeah.
through them.
2. I'm pretty sure I've had.
Two aren't with us anymore.
Right. 2. Yeah. One is with us.
Okay.
Right. The pickup truck
Yep.
I bought from him because he was going to sell it
Right.
and take it out of the family.
Right.
I couldn't have that. We need a pickup truck
Yeah.
amongst us.
Yeah.
Right. So I bought the pickup truck from him.
Was that the first car you bought from him?
No. The first car I bought from him was a 87 Dodge Bronco.
Oh yeah.
You remember the Bronco?
I remember the Bronco.
I would roll around that thing like
Yeah.
a badass. Yeah.
See, they
Yeah.
don't make cars like. Was
Yeah.
it a Dodge? Ford.
A Ford Bronco. Yeah,
Ford,
Bronco.
right?
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
I know?
Yeah.
So yeah, had
Big brown tan.
Mm-hmm.
Tan car, right? It was brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drove around that badass for a while
Okay.
till I broke it. It used to literally light on fire while I was driving.
Right.
So I'd be driving, and then a fire would start right below me, and I'd have to stomp it out while I was driving.
Oh my God.
While I was, and a couple times I had to pull over to really get it out, and then get going again.
Why did it go on fire?
What do I know?
What did Mario say about this?
You know, he doesn't care anymore. He sold it. He was out.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I was a personal trainer. It died on the side of the road with me driving one of my clients to a field to work out in,
Right.
and I was like, "Today we're gonna walk." Today's exercise is just walking on the side of the road.
Okay.
I was so mad at that car when that happened. I was so embarrassed
Right.
and mad that I left it there for 3 days. The police had to come and tell me, you got to take this car.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So the Bronco, the pickup truck. I think I put 2 Broncos off him.
Okay.
A pickup truck, the Yukon.
So.
All right. So you're upset in some capacity.
So I said to you today that I dislike Mondays.
Yeah.
Mondays, the daytime of Monday,
Mhm.
I dislike now
Yeah.
because I don't get to see you on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I see you mostly Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Because we're both out selling houses on Saturday and Sunday
Mhm.
and with our people.
Mhm.
And so when I do see you during the week, we have a lot of talks.
Mhm.
But then what happens is I don't see you Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I see you Monday.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say to you,
Okay.
but I don't want to say it to you during the day.
I got you. So Monday is hard for you.
Yes,
you're suppressing
I'm
everything.
Suppressing because I know that Monday night we're going
Right.
to be spending our time together,
Right.
and I don't want to because sometimes we'll have these dynamic and great conversations.
So you miss your buddy. You
Yeah.
miss your buddy on Monday.
Yeah,
Right,
that's it.
right,
That's it. And
okay.
we'll both look at each other and be like, "Shit, we should have recorded that."
Right.
Because
right.
it would be
Uh-huh.
like a great back and forth.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So what do you got to say to me now? It's Monday night.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Okay. So this is a problem.
I have nothing.
This is a problem. So everything you would have
Today
said
I
to me
had
today
so
is
much
gone.
to say to you. That's why I kept walking in here and walking out, or
Yeah.
avoiding you.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you, I hate today.
So what are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I was just
You
telling
just,
you.
that you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
I
right.
miss my buddy
You
during the
pine.
day.
You pine for me on a
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
I guess it's nice to hear. Community Joe pine to me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But we were supposed to do a thing today,
Yes.
and there's no thing today.
There's no thing today
Why?
because is anyone here?
I would have had people here.
We have to do it.
I would have. We had Community Joe. Your Community Joe. We would have had Hunky Tony here.
Hunky Tony
I
couldn't
had
make it here tonight.
two- What do you mean? I would have made a call. He would have came.
No, he wasn't coming.
No.
You can explain to him.
There's 2 other people I would have had here.
Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Right. And I would have hit the phones and said, "Come on down."
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have had plenty of people here.
I know. So this is the
Are you saying?
you can do these things like this. I need to like plan,
Mm-hmm.
not plan, but I like to roll it out.
Okay.
Give people a week or two to,
A week or 2?
you know, you can't say in 5 days we're having this thing.
I think it's gonna do it today. It's gonna do it 3 hours ago.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you doing? Who are you with? Come on, bring them down. Here's what
Right.
we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, you spend 20 minutes. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna laugh.
Right.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
That's that.
We're gonna have some drinks.
We're gonna have some drinks. Maybe we'll go out after. What's the problem? You need 5 days for that?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Right.
This is good. I need this.
You do.
I need this.
So you were unprepared because we were supposed to do something next week and you didn't have 2 weeks' notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we
So
talked
next time
about
we plan something for the week after, you
When
need 2
we-
weeks' notice
No,
for the
no,
thing
no.
we planned the week after?
No, when we talked about it last week,
Yeah.
I was already nervous. It's too little time.
That's ridiculous.
It's too little time.
You know, I love pressure. I want this, the condensed timeline.
All right.
I want to solve problems in 10 minutes.
So we'll do it next week.
I guess we'll do it next week.
All right.
Okay, fine. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to start working on it right now?
No, I'm not working on anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like you. Cool and casual Joe.
All right. Cool
All right.
casual Joe.
Cool casual
Yeah.
Joe. Just
Yeah.
be like, hey, what are you doing? Come on down.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It'll be a good
I
time.
can make a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's make it cool and casual.
Yeah. Come on. We got to live.
Yeah. We gotta get hunky.
We'll get Hunky.
Yep.
Get a couple other people.
Couple others.
How many? What's a minimum? I'd say 4 to 5. We need an
Each?
odd number. No. I say we need 5 people total.
I think 10 would be nice.
What do we need 10 people for?
I don't know. think we have 10 friends between the two.
It's gonna be too much of 10 people.
10 people?
10. It's gonna be too loud. Everyone's gonna get their 2 cents in. We're doing a show. We're talking. We present our cases.
Oh, no, I'm not doing the. Yes.
I present my case.
Fine.
Okay.
Right. And then we're going to have people call in.
What do you mean call? How are we gonna have people call in?
Well, how are people going to vote?
Whoever's here will vote.
That's it.
That's
people
it.
at home can't vote?
What do you think this is?
Maybe they can text.
They don't watch it for 3-4 days after.
We're going to do it live.
We're gonna do a whole live show.
We'll just do live.
How are you gonna pull it in?
What do you mean?
You're gonna pull it in off of Facebook after?
We'll go on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Or we'll do YouTube Live.
Okay.
We'll play music. We'll have the people here voting. And we'll see if we can get people to text in their votes. And we'll
Okay.
give them everyone has until 9 o'clock to text.
Listen, like I said,
Right? That might be cool.
I don't care. I'm the talent. You tell me what we're doing.
Right, that's what I mean. So, like, for you, it's like tonight would have been you just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And if there were 10 people here and we were doing this whole thing, you would have been like, all right, fine.
Yeah. Look,
But there's a lot of work before that
okay.
to get the people here and to figure
I
all
would've
this
made
out.
calls. I would have got people here. I could have got 3-4 people here, no problem. I know that.
Anybody could.
I got 2
could
people
too.
right up the road ready to go.
Right,
Waiting to know when I'm done with this, they want to hang out.
right.
I could have had them here.
I have 5 people right up the road.
Your kids?
That's right. That's right, the kids. Call them, they'll be here.
See? It's done. We're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
They know music.
Do they?
Yeah,
Wait till they get a load of me.
they know music.
They will love my.
We are good at making sure they watch old,
Okay.
you know.
So you're prepping them for
And my father-in-law is good at that too.
Mm-hmm.
He plays old music for them and old movies. My daughter's one of her favorite shows forever was Bewitched.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. See,
Yeah.
so they're in my camp.
yeah, I don't know if I want them here.
Right. Right. All right. So we do it next week.
All right, next week. 60s versus 80s
60
love
versus 80.
songs, and I had to do a little research.
Did you?
Yeah,
You know what I've done?
nothing,
No.
nothing.
I've thought about what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Because your songs have depth.
Yeah. Depth.
I know.
Yeah.
My songs,
No.
they just stand for themselves. I even was going with Desiree. We were going back and forth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Make
Listen.
sure she knew where I was coming from.
Yeah.
Make sure she knew.
Yeah. So you've already admitted you have shallow love songs.
So,
When love in itself is a deep.
and I think I got Donna. I think Donna.
You got Hunky Donna?
I got Hunky Donna.
Love in itself is a deep and complicated thing,
Right.
and you go with the shallow. You go with the shallow decade.
It's not shallow. It's not shallow.
Tell her about it. Tell her about what?
That's Billy Joel.
Yeah,
That's not a love song.
that is a love song.
No, it's not like a. It's not a.
Billy Joel's not on your list.
No,
Not one Joel.
no,
Okay, I'm surprised.
no. You made a rule, and I.
Oh, really? Because of the
I
rule?
follow the rules.
She's always a woman to me. That is a great song, actually.
Yeah, yeah, but there's better. There's better.
Okay,
So, and you made a rule, so I follow the rules.
okay.
All right. I know how to. I know I don't want to win because I got the one because that'll happen. It'll be a dead tie, and then the Billy Joel song will break the tie, and you won't be able to handle it. So I said
Listen.
I gotta scratch it.
I'm just saying, Billy
Even
Joel.
though
I'm
I
a huge fan of Billy
disagree.
Joel. I'm
I
gonna
know
see
you
Billy
are,
Joel.
but I disagree with that
Yeah,
sentiment altogether.
really.
Yeah.
You don't think, being from Long Island,
I think there's more
That-
people from Long Island than you. Whatever songs you're gonna play,
yeah.
someone from Long Island
Okay.
or Queens
Okay.
or Brooklyn.
Okay. Fine.
You know what I mean?
But there's a sentiment to Joel and Long Island. There's a sentiment to Billy Joel and Long Island. You know there is.
Yeah.
Where there's not the same sentiment that, or if there was a sentiment, it's dissipated
Right.
because it's been 60 years.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I got it.
That's what I'm saying.
I took care of it.
Okay.
I took care of it.
There's somebody who, if they're in this room, they either know somebody or they went
Right.
to like the rival high school of Billy
Yeah.
Joel, or they
Now the
they
people
saw him
that
at a
you're
deli
bringing,
or whatever.
the people that you're bringing,
Mm-hmm.
are they going to be objective?
Not only will they be objective,
Because I know how your peeps roll.
listen. Right, I mean, I can stack the deck if we have to, but I won't.
I know
won't.
how your peeps roll.
Yeah, the people that would have come tonight, my sense is that one would be probably unobjective in the opposite direction because it'd be cute if they went the other direction, maybe. You know that whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, I have one of those.
yeah. But you know, I'm unconcerned because, you know, I have the words
Yeah. Okay.
and I have the songs.
Yeah.
You know, I have the plug-in. I have what it takes to tap into what love is.
I know.
You do not. You have big hair.
I got great hair. Mark was very upset about someone today. With,
I saw that.
yeah.
Yeah. So big hair '80s versus the loving era.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You a little nervous?
No, not at all. I'm not nervous.
You're not nervous because you don't care, or you're not nervous because?
Of course I care. You know how competitive I am.
Yeah. All right.
Do we have a wager on this?
Ooh, we need a wager.
Are we gonna do like a bottle of something?
A bottle of what?
I don't know. I don't drink, so.
Right. So there's that.
A dinner?
I do.
Steak. You eat steak dinner.
Yeah. All right. You got a deal.
All right.
The buyer
Loser?
of the dinner.
Loser pays for dinner.
Loser pays.
Loser
Okay.
pays.
Okay.
All right. I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Huh? It depends.
Who loses?
If I lose,
Right. We're going to Napatandies.
we'll go to Outback.
Okay.
If you lose,
Right. We're going to Tellers.
yeah, we'll go to Tellus.
Okay.
All right.
Noted.
All right.
You got a deal.
No, the Outback has good food.
I eat there all the time.
Yeah,
I
that's
swing in and have a steak. Look, it's not.
No,
You know. But to pop in, have a steak.
I mean, out of all the chain restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably one of the best ones.
Yeah, it definitely has
Just you can't. It's not a chili.
the Outback steak is so much better than McDonald's steak.
Yeah,
If that's what you're saying.
yeah. The McRib, so much better than the McRib.
Uh-huh.
So no, but I'm saying out of all the chain restaurants,
Mhm.
the Applebee's, the Fridays, the Chili's, the
Mhm.
whatever, Outback has the best food,
Okay,
right?
I'll take it.
I think so.
Fine. I don't even think I've ever had a chili steak
No, I don't.
or any of those places.
No, I'm not saying just steak there. I'm just saying in general.
The best food, you said.
Yeah,
I've only eaten their steak.
yeah,
No,
right,
or anyone's steak.
yeah. So all right, so that'll be the wager.
That's the way.
And we
Tellers
pick the
versus
place.
Outback.
No, whatever you want, buddy. Whatever you want.
So, all right. So now what?
I don't know. Tomorrow's Autumn's birthday,
Oh,
so we're excited about that. She's gonna be 11.
11 years old. She's gonna be.
So we've been celebrating her birthday since like Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of all like, okay. She had her party on Friday, then we had a family party on Saturday.
And what is the thing to impart to an 11-year-old? Do you think? What stage of life lessons is it time for?
Yeah, I mean, so me and her have a lot of good conversations. She's a very, very bright kid.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very smart kid. So we have a lot of cool conversations. Like you can, like this is
Mm-hmm.
how we talk. It's pretty much just, I mean, she's super competitive dancer and super competitive at school. she's very excited right now because she's going from 5th grade to 6th grade. So she's going from elementary school to middle school.
Okay.
So it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Because then they have
is.
a locker and they go from class
What
to
grade is
class. Sixth.
8th grade?
She's
6th
going
grade?
5th to 6th.
5th to 6th. Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty much just,
Yeah. My life and perspective, the direction of my mind changed between 5th and 6th grade.
okay.
I went from, and I was a little bit of a troublemaker in the 5th grade,
Yeah.
and every grade
Yeah.
leading up to the 5th grade. And then I went from a school in Astoria
Right.
to, in the 6th grade, I went to a school in Corona, Queens,
Okay.
which is a much rougher, or at least at the time, I hear it's pretty rough now,
Yeah. Yeah.
much rougher school
Right.
there. And I, even as a 6th grader, I kind of got a life lesson on hard knocks.
Right.
I got jumped like 30 times
Yeah.
while I was there. And it changed, it became this like circle of my life where like I went from like a pretty, what I thought was a tough kid,
Right.
to a kid, tough and funny. Like I had almost shared two personalities,
Right.
where that mended, and then into this like in the 6th grade in Corona, Queens, where I started getting jumped every day. Got very had this whole like growth process where like going to school was hard. Like I when I was a kid, going down the stairs, my apartment in Astoria, at least 3 times a week, I would throw up from anxiety.
Wow.
Just going
Just
afraid
going
to go to school,
Yeah.
and then hardening there
Right.
to being like a pretty hardened, tough person
Right.
that was okay with fighting and getting jumped and but it darkened my perspective as a kid,
Right.
as a 6th grader.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think about the 6th graders that you see that we live with. It's amazing what those kids were going through, what I was going through.
Right.
And I remember being so dark and sad because of what was happening, and then thinking, and I had this moment of clarity as a 6th grader, seeing myself as a 30-year-old.
Okay.
I just had this vision of myself as a 30-year-old, not knowing what I was doing or what was happening,
Right.
but knowing I made it there and I wasn't the place I was.
Right.
And it was a very strange
Yeah.
out of body feeling that happened on the playground going through this stuff.
Right.
And about 3 or 4 months through it, I became I had gotten 14 fights in a row in the 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And I was getting jumped a lot, going through there was a Spanish group that was jumping me all the time, and then I got in a fight in a hallway where here's the rule: you walking down the hallway, somebody steps on your shoes. It was like a dance. If somebody steps on your shoes, it was automatically you just dropped your book bag. It was and you started fighting. So I got in a fight because I stepped on someone's shoes, and it was just you had to fight.
Right.
So we got in a fight, and then his friend jumped in, and I was fighting off 2 people at once, and I just had this tenacity about me that an older kid intervened, and then he was the head of the school, the biggest, toughest kid in the school.
Right.
And he took me under his wing, and he said, "No one's messing with this guy anymore."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I became one of his people.
Right.
And it was a very strange year. It just changed the person that I was.
Right.
And I became hardened.
Yeah.
And then the next year I went to 141 in Corona, Queens, and a similar thing was happening, but I was better at it.
Right.
And then because I've been getting in so many fights and like going through all that, I learned adversity. One thing I learned from doing all that was like, I had one time I had like 15 or 20 kids chasing me, and I walked into the crowd thinking I could beat up 20 kids at once, and I got knocked around like a pinball, and they took turns kicking me in the face.
Oh my gosh.
And then in that, I stood up when it was over, and I was alive. I was fine. It was a little bloody,
Yeah.
but like there was something like I internalized that life lesson. Like right there, it felt like something.
Right.
Like I wasn't broken.
Yeah.
I could still move.
Right.
And I got up and I was fine. And I stood up against it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Then I moved to Long Island and nobody did any of that.
Yeah. No.
And I shocked the world
Totally different.
thinking like I learned that's how the world worked, and then I moved to Long Island and nothing worked that way.
Yeah.
And then I went from like a terrifying janitor-looking, fist-swinging
Right.
8th grader.
Yeah.
Because I went from 6th grade, that happened, the first thing happened. 7th grade, then the second thing happened. 8th grade, my parents had to pull me out of Queens entirely and get me,
Yeah.
on the island of Long.
Right.
And then I assumed everything was the same.
Yeah. And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Right.
So
you had to
it
learn.
took
You had to
another year of adjustment to de-escalate.
Right.
I had to learn how to escalate,
Yeah.
and then how to learn how to de-escalate, and then by the 9th grade I was voted friendliest
Yeah.
person in the school.
There you go.
So it was quite a cycle.
Quite a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Autumn's going to be going through much of that. I think we're just going to celebrate her birthday.
I suppose that's
It's a little
another
different.
thing to do.
It's a little different. But, so yeah, she's excited.
Good.
She's excited for her birthday.
She should be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
We're good?
I'm good.
All right.
Yada
buddy.
yada.
Monday.
We're gonna have some peeps.
60s versus 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Outback Steakhouse. Here we come.